Last year, the Render Network's tokens skyrocketed in value by over 1,000% at one point. That's no surprise, the project is used in numerous spheres including AI, VR, films, gaming, design, and many more. Keep watching to find out how it can be this versatile, what are the functions, and what it all has to do with Star Wars and UFC. My name is Anna, let's roll! What is Render Network? The Render Network is a decentralized platform built on Solana. It is designed to connect people and companies that need rendering power, called creators, with those who have more GPU than they need. By using blockchain technology, the network wants to make the rendering process faster, more cost-effective, and accessible to a wider audience. Here are the problems the service is trying to solve. High costs of rendering. Traditional rendering services and necessary hardware can be very expensive, especially for small studios or independent creators. Slow rendering times. Large-scale render farms can suffer from bottlenecks, slowing down the process. Centralization. Many current centralized solutions are more likely to fall victim to outages and have price hikes more often. Extra GPU resources. There is a vast pool of untapped computational power all around the world, so the Render Network acts as a means for mutually beneficial relationship. As for the spheres where the Render Network can be used, these are AI, film and animation, gaming, virtual and augmented reality, architectural visualization, and NFT art. Render is the native utility token of the network. It powers the ecosystem in the sense that creators pay Render to get the job done, and the owners of the GPU, the node operators, get the tokens as a reward. Here is how the system works. First, a creator submits a job using Octane Render Cloud. The protocol calculates the amount of render tokens needed for completing the task. Its details are then attached to a smart contract which is sent across the Render Network. The node operator receives the task and uses Octane Render to go through the rendering task. Once it's completed and delivered, the render tokens are transferred to the GPU owner via the smart contract as a reward. The network has a total supply of 530 million tokens at the time of research for this video. With that, less than 400 million render are in circulation. The rest of the tokens will be unlocked until the end of 2030 according to the schedule. And this is how render tokens are allocated. The largest portion of the tokens, a bit more than half, is specifically set aside for partners. Almost 35% is being distributed through public and private sales. 11.33% is reserved for inflation. We will talk about the deflationary model of the Render Network in the next section. Finally, 3.7% is set aside in escrow for future distributions. This can be network rewards as the ecosystem develops. As we've mentioned, render tokens are used to pay for rendering tasks. What is more, holders can stake their tokens to secure the network, and they can participate in governance through a decentralized autonomous organization. Don't forget that you can exchange render token using SimpleSwap. All the links below. Since its launch, Render has experienced a lot of price fluctuations because of its growing adoption and the general volatility of the cryptocurrency market. It initially launched with a low market price, $0.087, but its value grew with the demand for decentralized computing power, especially in the fields of NFTs and metaverse development. Also, you can see two important events marked by flags on the chart that had an impact on the price. The first one being the introduction of burn and mint equilibrium, or BME. The BME model in the Render Network's tokenomics balances burning and minting tokens to control supply. When users pay for rendering services, a part of render tokens is burned, which causes deflationary pressure similar to a commodity asset. The second event happened in November 2023. The Render Network migrated to Solana after a community vote. The team upgraded its core infrastructure from Ethereum to Solana, and the RNDR token became Render. The reasons for the switch were faster transactions, cheaper fees, and the needs of the project to achieve cheaper fees and more on-chain data and transactions. The Render Network's decentralized approach has attracted partnerships with projects from different sectors. One of the recent ones was in March 2024. OTOY, Stability AI, Andor, and the Render Network partnered to standardize IP rights, production workflows, and infrastructure for AI technologies. Where did the Render network come from? The idea for the Render network first appeared way back in 2009. Jules Urbach, the founder and CEO of well-known cloud rendering company OTOY, was the one behind it. The Render network held its first public token sale in October 2017, entering into a private sale period from January to May 2018. The Render network launched publicly on the 27th of April 2020. The Render network team is based out of Los Angeles, with team members located all over the globe. The company has an advisory board which includes, for example, J.J. Abrams, the director of Lost, Star Wars, and many other films, Ari Emanuel, the CEO of Endeavor, an entertainment and media agency that owns the UFC and World Wrestling Entertainment, Mike Winkelmann or Beepley, a well-known digital artist, and many others. According to the information from CryptoRank, the company has raised over $47 million. It got $17.2 million, or 36% from public sale, and $30 million from such investors as Multicoin Capital, Solana Ventures, the notorious Alameda Research, and others. As for the social networks, the Render network is active on Twitter and Telegram, and also they have a lot of community discussions on Discord. Their Twitter page has almost 200,000 followers, and there the project announces events, talks about partnerships, events in crypto, carries out online workshops, and shouts out some talented creators from the community. The company is active offline as well. For example, they have been featured in the talks of the GTC annual conference held by NVIDIA for 7 years. In 2024, they also participated in Consensus and Token 2049, two big crypto events. As for the future plans, the team says they will grow the network's community and ecosystems, but doesn't specify the exact steps. Rather, they've taken a more flexible approach and adjust their work as needed. Still, there are a few community-related things in focus right now. Launch the community-driven grants process. This proposal uses grants to encourage community-driven proposals. Move community discussions from Discord to Discourse. This means to migrate the Render network proposal discussions to Discourse for better threading, badging, and search functionalities. What are the advantages of the Render network? Here are the project's strong facets. Cost efficiency. Users can significantly cut costs compared to traditional rendering solutions. Scalability. The decentralized nature of the network allows it to scale with no limits, using idle GPUs globally. Speed. By tapping into a global network of GPUs, rendering times can be much shorter. Decentralization and security. The blockchain-based structure ensures transparency, security, and resilience against central points of failure. What are the disadvantages of the Render network? To have the full picture, let's look also at the downsides. Volatility of Render token. The value of Render changes all the time, impacting costs for users and rewards for GPU providers. No product roadmap. It's hard to predict where the project is going and how well it is doing without the well-defined milestones with precise time frames. The Render network is an intriguing project because of its innovative approach to solving real-world problems. The platform's unique value is in decentralized, cost-effective rendering services. It positions it well within industries like film, gaming, and VR/AR, which are all quickly growing right now. At the same time, potential investors should always remember that the market's dynamic nature makes it very important to carefully study all ins and outs of the project and trends overall to make a sound choice when it comes to investments. We remind you that this video is not investment advice. It was made for educational purposes only. Always do your own research. That's all for now. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel to learn more about crypto. See you soon!